Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to review your next assignment in this class. I've called this the Social Media Influencer Research Presentation Assignment. Now this assignment was originally designed as a group project, but due to unforeseen circumstances in this class I have decided to make it an individual project. The good news is that you will be invested in your topic, particularly if you responded to the discussion board post. As I'm looking at our course, on our course shell, who is your favorite social media influencer? So if you probably do not have a favorite social media influencer, then you should talk about your least favorite social media influencer. That means when it comes to this project, you have a vested interest of some sort, as I mentioned. So it's either you pick somebody that you like or pick somebody that you don't like. Now if you already mentioned that you like somebody, as some of you have said, I'm going to say focus on that person and do not change your mind, unless you have good reasons why you need to. But stick with the forum that the response you provide in the forum, and we'll go from there. Now let's get back into the assignments. As you can see, this topic, social media influencer, is connected with the theme of this class. That's why I'm not going to shift from the topic social media influencer, because I have prepared the assignment that way. And as you look at the assignment split handout, you would notice that I have listed, I have given some sort of argument why this is important. Yes, it is important because many of you who are teenagers, many of you who are Gen Zs, as we have a lot in this class, will realize that when it comes to culture, social media influencers have a lot of sway. They are called influencers for a reason. Whether it's Taylor Swift, whether it's Beyonce, whether it's some famous Kai Cenat, Twitch, they do have control and influence on the decisions we make in some way, and especially if we give them the opportunity. Now people use social media to for advice, to seek purchasing advice, maybe fashion advice, entrepreneurship advice of some sort. There are more opportunities that are available for you when you use social media. Some use it because they want to follow somebody who they admire for professional advice or just even lifestyle advice. As you can see from the Digital Marketing Institute, the stats that I have here, 70% of teens trust influencers more than traditional celebrities. 86% of women use social media for purchasing advice. TikTok has created a 1 billion creator fund to nurture influencers, and 57% of fashion and beauty companies engage in influencer marketing. The influencer marketing industry is expected to hit 13.8 billion by 2022, and 82% of people trust social networks to guide purchasing decisions. 41% of Twitter users intend to purchase based on a tweet. 60% of consumers have been influenced by social media or a blog while shopping at a store. So this is something very important to society. Now, as I've said, you have a choice. Either you focus on your favorite social media influencer or somebody who is your least favorite social media influencer. That's either or. So once you make that decision, you should be good to go for this assignment. But you need to remember the specifications as I've listed them here. You will be playing multiple roles for this project. You will be writing, speaking, researching, especially if you want to do the extra credit portion of it. I strongly recommend you do this if you're missing out on this class. You're going to manage your documents. You're going to engage in more activities such as editing your own presentation slides. If you want to use a Google slide, that is up to you. But I highly recommend, as I've listed, Microsoft PowerPoint. If you've downloaded a copy of the Word document, you should be able to complete this easily by managing your own PowerPoint presentation. So here on this particular page, on page 3 of the assignment, I have given you some pointers on how you can go about researching your assigned or perhaps your chosen social media influencer, you are going to find a reputable website where you can find information about this social media influencer. It could be their YouTube channel, their Twitter page, their Pinterest page, whatever. You need to find a focus on their niche, that area of specialty, that area of focus, that topic they're always talking about, where your social media influencer, who is your favorite or least favorite, are regarded as an expert, or perhaps they're assuming the role of an expert. So the definition of niche is right here: the place, employment, status, or activity for which a person or thing is best fitted. You are going to take advantage of your discussion board posts on who's your favorite social media influencer. That's how you're going to respond to this. And not just that alone, but you will be responding to specifications such as summarizing and informing your audience. You're going to be discussing and illustrating with visuals, something that helps us to understand who your social media influencer, chosen social media influencer favorite is, what they do, and just to understand something about their niche and the topics that you can find on your social media platform. Now, as I have here a list of niche from which you are to select. If your social media influencer, let's say it's Taylor Swift, we know that that's music. Music will be an entertainment, will be something you want to talk about as a niche that you want to focus on. If it's about somebody who loves cars, then technology and gadgets would fall under that. If your favorite influencer is a gamer, that should be under gaming. Not necessarily teenagers, but you have a broad option of what to do. You are going to engage in comparing and contrasting one social media influencer with another, maybe the one you like or the one you don't like, or the group of ones, so there's going to be a compare and contrast here. So for instance, maybe you like Cristiano Ronaldo, and you may want to compare and contrast that with Lionel Messi, and you have an option to also talk about your position on the social media's relevant, on the social media influencers' relevance to one niche that you've selected. Maybe they are seen as an expert when it comes to fashion, music, clothing, design. You have lots of options. These are the deliverables that I expect. There is going to be a creative title, a summary, pictures on the slide, conclusion, and works cited. Here is a sample presentation my students from my previous 101 class did. This was a group project. So what they did was that they all selected one or more social media influencers and they examined them. I have posted this under the assignment tab. So here you see Jake Paul and the Logan brothers, Logan Paul and Jake Paul. These were influencers who just started producing content, and that's how they became famous and they made a name for themselves. But they've also faced controversies. You can take a look at this. This can give you an idea of what I'm expecting from your presentation. It doesn't have to be these individuals listed here, because I don't think any of you selected this, but I'm just giving you an idea of what my previous students have done when they examine a favorite social media influencer, or perhaps an influencer that they just are curious or fascinated about. Okay, so if you take a look at this, you should get an idea of what I'm expecting. In terms of how I'm going to grade you, I've listed the grading criteria on this page. It's going to be recorded. Yes, you are going to turn on your video, because it'd be awkward just watching presentation without seeing the person who is presenting. If you have specific concerns about doing this presentation, let me know. I'm willing to talk with you, meet with you, but you need to communicate. Now, in terms of what is due, everything is listed on this page, on page 5. You'll be turning in a progress report. The progress report tells me what the status of your work, if there's something that you need to get done, some obstacles, problems, difficulties you've encountered. Then you would be turning your presentation slides, of course, obviously on the day it's due. There is going to be some response to other students' presentation. You'll be turning in your video presentation, posting it on the discussion forum. That is how I can tell that you have completed the work, but this is more for your peers to view and comment. Here is my works cited information, and that concludes my review of the social media influencer research presentation assignment.